Well, hello there. Welcome to Roundhouse Pitches. Welcome to getting stepped on. All right. As usual, we're going to be starting out with some low ass tiers. So me and Will yesterday. Well, actually, I'm going to say more Will. Will has been the one that's actually been kicking butt on this. So if he jumps on today, we're going to be able to just knock that out quick. So get a free tier 8 tank. He gets a free tier 7 tank. And we have... It says the last battle today. Contract something 06/12/2020. Yeah, it's been saying that for like a week. Let me message him. See if I can get a hold of him. At Will. You... See if he replies back. Be good though. So let me go ahead and drop this down here. So I did want to say that I installed some mods yesterday to check them out. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I wasn't really impressed with them. There's a bunch of problems with these mods as far as I can tell. It's kind of weird because there was a time when it worked perfectly. And now it doesn't, so I'm actually kind of confused. What I mean is, if you're playing Skyrim Special Edition, there are no physics when you're using specific mods. So one of them is IVIICHAELxx, which is basically exactly like it sounds like. But it also can do immersive hugs and stuff, so it's not like it's just pure... nastiness. But last time you had to use these right here. Now I'm pretty sure that this right here, the HTS SMSEMP, is an updated version of physics, which I think is the only compatible one with it. So I might have to honestly uninstall it. So it looks to me like it's actually called... It looks like they streamlined it to me, and that would be, it's actually called Sex Labs, which adds in a lot of features. For instance, for T-posing and stuff, you can use it. It's not like it's just a adult mod. It can be, but it works fine with your game. Like, I haven't had any problems, but I'm going to go ahead and say that I did notice whenever I used it, that it would reset my character's animations completely. So... I don't know what's up with that, but whatever. I also found out that this TMB vanilla armor is just busted. There's no reason to keep fixing it, so I decided to just upload a whole nother one, which is the actual mod author's, converted over version. So we'll be doing that later. We'll be messing around with that. Most likely, we're going to be installing. It's actually called UFO. UFO. Let's see, find it here. UFO. So we already installed it, but I haven't tested it. That's basically you can get unlimited followers. So there's some other mods we want to get to, which is immersive armors. Immersive armors. Can't even read my own writing. But there's a lot of other mods we're going to try and do this to make our game better, but that's not now. Right now, we're going to be doing this. There we go. Okay, so we pretty much have completed the Chuck Norris stuff. It is the 10th, so tonight I'm going to say we should take down our stuff right now. What I mean by that is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take all of these off. We're going to take down our Christmas presents. If I can figure it out. So you just click on it. Go to the next one. And we're going to go ahead and destroy all of them to get as much of the shards as we can. Oops. We don't want any. It's going to lower our immersive level, but it's worth it to get the stuff back. I don't know if we can... yeah, we can get rid of that. So let's go to the feast. It's not like it's a whole bunch, but it's worth doing now because I'm probably not even going to play later. So we don't even need any of these. So it's not like a whole bunch, but I know that they just disappear when the op, is done. So I'm hoping we get enough to, let's go ahead and I think we haven't picked this snow maiden. Yeah. So I think we did everything. We took all of these down. We have immersive level 3 somehow. We must have missed one. I think it's the yard. No? How do we have immersion level 3? I think it's actually because we took everything down. I think. Yeah. This looks like it's still up. I don't know what that is. Oh, there it is. I don't know how I missed that. So I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm taking this down because tomorrow is the last day. So I'd like to get all these back and destroy them. I don't know if they just give you the chance to do it or what, but we're just gonna go ahead and get our 6,500 back. Yeah, it says level 1, so there's still something up, I think. We have 9,500 shards, so we can basically now use that to get our last bit of stuff here. We got the Chuck Norris mission, right? We got everything. We got a discount on the that artillery, which just having to get that artillery, because I'm gonna need it for a mission. There's no way I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm gonna get a game in it. I'm gonna have to play it 100, maybe 200 battles. We're gonna get a game in it, and I'm gonna probably land every shot, and then that's what will give me the mission. So I don't know. We'll see. I hate artillery though. I wish that we didn't have to use it. You know what I mean? I wish we didn't have to use it. So we could waste our money trying to get 2021 stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that there are some better ones we can get. Let me see. What do we have here? So, so we can get the traditional Christmas, which I don't really care about that one. It doesn't look very good. We can go 2019. We can get this wrapping paper one. We can go 2020 and get the this thing for 7,200. This is probably the one that everybody wants. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And we don't have enough for any of these other ones. So yeah. So we still have 1,800 left, which is fine. Yeah. We could throw it on that, but I'm not gonna. All right. So we could go and rebuild our immersion level and all that, but with what we have left, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah. The orange slice seems to be one that everybody likes. I don't know why. I think it's got some sort of meme related to it. Orange slice. Why is that still up? Interior decal. So we get these Christmas decals. You can basically do that with them. Yeah, I'm okay. Alright. Yeah. So that's pretty much that. So end of Christmas. Yeah, like we literally lose, all that silver bonus. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to start, not spamming so much gold. We only have those 1,500 shards left, so I'd say that the best thing to do would be to just create a bunch of, just create some level 5 stuff, because we're not going to be able to use it unless we earn some more. So I guess that's probably the way to go, is just earn some more. I'm really disappointed that they haven't given us a 50-50 on these things. You know, like literally they made it so you can't. You know, you're just screwed. They give us a 15 or 5%. You know, or was it 1/4? Oh, it was pretty bad. I'm also very disappointed with this. The fact that they aren't actually offering as a reward vehicle. They're not actually offering. They're not offering the chieftain. You know, I'm not going to play, you know, so I can get the 709 because I don't really want it. I'm not a big medium fan when it comes to tier 10s, but maybe I should be. And then this thing right here to me doesn't look. I mean, it looks like it's a good medium tank, but it's just a hull down tank, and it has a hatch on it that can be pinned. You know what I mean? If there's a hatch, you can pin it, except for if it's a Russian tank. So I don't know. You have to be in the top 30, 3150. Otherwise, you have to make a bid. You know, you have to make a bid for this thing. I'm not even in a clan, but you'd have to make a bid. I'd probably have to bid 44,000 to even get it. I don't even have enough bonds to get this, so there's no reason for me to join, you know, any clan, which I'm not gonna. Like I said, there's no reason to do it if they aren't offering the chieftain, which is the one I actually want to get first. I want to get the chieftain, then get the 709. But it took me a good year to get this going. I would right now have 5,000 more if I hadn't accidentally purchased some, you know, some bond equipment. But anyway, let's go ahead. Wow, this my microphone's redlining again. Let me lower it just a tad. There we go. All right. Let's go. Go ahead and try and clip out some people. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I noticed a lot of people use Streamlabs because it's kind of you just basically do what it says and bam, it's working. But it's behind a paywall. And then Stream Elements, you just need to know a little bit. You need to know a little bit of knowledge, you know, to actually use it. But there's so many tutorials out there on it. You know what I mean? So many tutorials, you know? But all right, so tier, I'm gonna say that M2 most likely is gonna bounce my standard. So I think we're gonna spam premium when we get up there, because we should actually be the ones to take hill every time, but for some reason they always let the guys take the hill, which just, you know, it's just a bad idea. Yeah, I don't know why they do a 12. I mean, I know they have bots available. You know what I mean? I know they have bots available. Nothing, huh? I just must be that much faster than those guys. See what we can get here. Split these guys up. Tried to do that, what we just did. I tried to do that a long time ago and I got punished for it because there's nobody over here. Yeah, we didn't even pin him. Not even with the premium shell. They could just take the hill. Because we don't have anybody over here. I can't pin them frontally either. Don't like spamming that prim, but well, what you gotta do, right? There's always some guys hiding in the back runner, so I'm gonna have to be super careful. See what shoots. I should be able to shoot down on these guys. Whoa, somebody tried to shoot me. There's some guys on the one line is what's going on. E2 medium just annihilated. So there's a couple things we can do. We can slide down here. There's a place over here somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but I'm gonna go ahead and just say no on it. There's a lot of guys over here. I'm really surprised the M2 light went that way. He must not have the autoloader. Pretty sure he doesn't have the autoloader. Yeah, just the sheer speed of this thing doing 70. You know? No armor though. So if you run into another autoloader and he's got some armor, you're gonna do nothing. He's gonna do everything. We can come up behind these guys here. We could most likely. I don't know where this guy's. I don't know which way he's facing. Got him. I'm gonna go get this party. There he is. E45 camping in the background. And we're gonna die. To a camper that's been sitting in that bush the whole time. Probably doesn't even, it's probably a bot. Let's actually look. Let's see. I have no idea. That's weird. Look, yeah, highlights the person. Yeah, like he's still alive, just sitting there. Just bush dwelling. Okay, we're good. Alrighty. Surprised that didn't get us anything. What is the daily missions? Okay. So we got a win. Now we just be in the top 5. We need to cause damage to. We only caused damage to 3 vehicles. Really? Seemed like we did better than that. Excuse me. All right.
Make up
Got some coffee. Yeah, I think the only reason we do well in the Tetrich is because we have such a good crew. Not a lot of people playing low tiers on a Sunday. I noticed a lot of people have been jumping over to the South American server. I actually got to say though that if it's so bad that you actually can't play on the North American server, I just sit there and I go, I guarantee you a lot more people would play if they reopened the West Coast server. You know, they need to have a West Coast server. Plain and simple. I'm pretty sure that California, with all the companies that are leaving California, that they could do it. You know what I mean? Like, they would probably get the best deal in the world because I think Tesla's moving. I think that most of Microsoft's already moved to Seattle. You know, most of Microsoft's already moved to Seattle. So, you know. The M2 really makes people, you know, he's really aggressive. Oh, I knew somebody was there. Getting those gifted track shots. Got him. He's getting YOLO'd by two guys. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get in that on this. We blocked that? Kind of a place where got him. There's so many people over here just camping it up. Cruiser, huh? I'm gonna say that the cruiser's got some nasty armor. I was playing yesterday with my buddy, and we realized really quickly that there was bots on the team. Great bots. Like I said, I can't be bothered to play tier 8 just because it's been so damn frustrating. You know what I mean? Whoa, Nelly. Holy shit. I didn't even know there was a rock there. I think we did our damage though. We should definitely be top of the board with that. Oh, shit, I almost deleted something here. see here. All right. Looks like my buddy ain't gonna be jumping on today. He's probably at work, honestly. Okay, so I think we've done, I think halfway good. You know, honestly, don't really need any new boxes because there's really nothing we can buy. Unfortunately, wow, we actually lost that game. Oh no, did we win it, or was it a draw? It was a defeat. They capped us out. Wow, nice, amazing. I would have had to have killed every single guy on the team for that, but whatever, you know. All right, so 2 boxes ain't nothing. But like I said, we're not using our silver, so we're not going to be making as much silver anymore. But I will say we made a good 20 million this time. Seriously, 20 million silver. So next year, like I said, we are going to play nothing but tier 10s during the entire thing. I don't care about my stats. We're just going to do it because we'll be making enough credits where it's the only time of year where you can actually sit there and play tier 10s and actually make money. I didn't actually think about that or know, but I'm going to go ahead and step away for 1 sec. So I will be right back. Alrighty. So I really need to figure out a better camera position, honestly. I'm starting to think that the best thing to do is have the camera facing directly at me. I'm thinking having it to the side, although I can basically engage with you guys like this. I think I'm probably better off having it directly in front of me, you know, like this. The problem is it blocks my, it literally blocks a lot of stuff, so, you know, it blocks a lot of stuff, actually. So I can move this way. Then we can do that. All right. So I don't think I got much more in me as far as World of Tanks goes. Like I said, they're most likely, I mean, and I don't mean this in a bad way, I just mean like they're most likely going to lose me. Yeah, I'm most likely going to stop playing. I'm just like, I got to say that I'm just going to say that there's too much stuff going on in this game that's just it's too frustrating to want to even play. I mean, artillery is just, I've had so many 3 artillery games that I just like lost. I don't even care anymore about my position. I'm not improving. I've actually become a bad player, and I'm not even playing anything higher than 3 or 4 because of it. And I'm going to go ahead and say that, yeah, things are probably going to go back to normal here in a little bit, but I don't care. I mean, I literally probably shouldn't have played this game for an entire month you know. And I'm not saying this to shit on Wargaming. I'm just saying that it's something they have to fix. I'm gonna go ahead and say that opening up another server so that people, if they're having bad experiences on one, can jump onto the other, and so on and vice versa. You know, they have it in the UK. There would be more people. There would be more people playing on the West Coast server if they didn't have to learn how to fly again. I mean, do you know how messed up that would be if you had like a 15 or even a 30 ping, you know, and you're probably a super uni, and then all of a sudden they just switch it to be where you get double the ping. I mean, there's a lot of guys I know, at least 30 guys I know, that quit. They play Fortnite, Fallout, whatever, anything but tanks. And then if they do play, they occasionally jump on the console version. So they completely abandon PC altogether over it. And it's like, yeah, you might have 3 other games, but it's not really worth it, is it? It's not worth it if that's what you're doing. You know? We got a super uni. Says he's got 7,200 games in this thing. In that tank. It's crazy. We have, where the hell are we? Oh, here we are. 54%. We have 19 battles in this tank. They got some decent players, just gonna say it. They got some decent players on the other team for tier 3. I'm gonna have to be careful. I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Locust has the most OP aim time, but its DPM, because it has such a low alpha, average penetration, and then the average damage is pretty low, 40. Instead of being like 56 or something, it's pretty low. So you end up, you know, just pecking away. But some of the tier 3 tanks hit for the same for 2 shots from me, 1 shot from them. So I'm wondering how many people actually have XVM here. Yeah, you can't really tell. There's probably a way to tell, but ETRD. Yeah, I'm not going to commit till we get our whole team up here. There we go. You guys can see what's up. This guy's just going to try and like YOLO dirt me. Told you. Not very smart to say. Bad plays on this person's part. There's another M2 medium. I think we're the only ones keeping them away, so. That derp gun guy, he's just waiting. I'm gonna go ahead and help these guys over here. It looks like our guys are getting their butts kicked over here. The problem is I'm leaving the back open. These guys are gonna get way more confident. This guy, of course, was sitting behind me, the BTRD. As I said, they're getting behind us. Of course, we got caught on fire. That's pretty funny. It's literally a side shot. Caught us on fire. Hilarious. Yeah, look, so he hits us. Somebody hits us. We get hit with HE, then dude hits us with APCR, and it catches us on fire. But we really didn't lose much. If you look. Didn't lose that much. The fire damage. Seriously, we literally just basically died from 81. So the guy got a 1 shot, which is worth 2. But we should win this. It's not my best game in it, but I probably should have not pushed and went around, but I wanted to push and be aggressive. We're not going to be streaming very long, though, you guys. Just going to say. Like I said, I'm not like quitting World of Tanks. I just find that I'm not really playing I don't really want to play tier 8s or even tier 5s at this point because of it. You know what I mean? Because of how bad it's been. You know? Uh, and I just mean like seriously, it's just like I don't want to get mad. And I'm gonna say that when I play at top tiers or high tiers, I get mad every game because there's so much unfair shit going on. You know, artillery. You know, and I mean, if I don't have the anonymizer on, I'm gonna just tell you, I get RD'd killed more times with my anonymizer off because I got blue stats and so many people use XVM. You know, I'm getting just rolled. You know, I'm just getting popped. There's not much I can do about that, other than to turn the anonymizer back on and stop taking advantage of looking at, are we gonna get steamrolled by somebody? You know. I'm going to go ahead and say that the matches have definitely been better in the last 3 days. But, I mean, honestly, if you go from the 9th all the way up until, what, 4 days ago? That's a long time. That's almost 30 days. You know? 30 days of just straight every match being bad, you know? To the point where now I literally put a limit on how much I'm even going to play this game. And I just can't take it serious. I mean, I can't. How can you take a game serious when you're gonna hit or miss, and there's nothing you can do about it, and it's so frustrating to not have that in control. You know, we don't have any control in this game. They're not gonna give us control ever. There's nothing we can really do about it. You know what I mean? You just gotta pray that you hit, and if it doesn't hit, then just forget it, right? Yeah, another thing I'm just gonna go ahead and put out there, just as a quick little reminder, is that with that stuff, not that it's like terrible, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that there's a lot of stuff going on like that. It's been like that for quite some time. You know what I mean? It's not like this is a new thing, right? This has been happening for a while, you know. But it's not about, this isn't, I'm not making a complaining video. This isn't about complaint. This is about, you know, having realistic stuff going on. You know what I mean? Yeah, that guy just half health this. I'm gonna have to play this smart here because we're almost dead. He's got the autoloader, so at least I think he's got the autoloader. I don't think we're in proxy range. Wow, he got our ammo rack. He's a one hit now, so at least we got vengeance on him. Yeah, this guy, he's been playing for a while to know that spot. Got him now. We're literally a one shot. I'm gonna go ahead and camp into the base. Hopefully we don't get spotted crossing the field, because that's most likely what's going to happen. There's going to be somebody up there. So I'm going to try and use these buildings here to keep me from getting detected. So I can do what we've seen done so many other times before, which is people just camping the hell out of this thing. They just sit in the back of the map, wait for people. Look at how many people are back here. It's not really a good strategy because you have to wait for people to get into range, and with the inaccuracy, it's just not a good thing, you know? Holy shit, that was a wild shot, huh? Probably shouldn't have auto-locked. It was actually accidental. Wow, we're getting some bad ping, man. I mean, we're talking horrific ping. Yeah, I'm talking some badass ping. So if you guys ever find yourself in a one-hit situation like this, take yourself out of the game. Make yourself just a sniping tank. Do not start pushing or you'll regret it, you know? Just basically, you know, sit in the back and wait for them to come to you, you know? Does that make any sense? Keep your gun in the game. It's a tactic or a secret that's been going on for a long time. The guy must have bailed. Yeah, some of these tanks have so much armor that if you're playing a tank like this, you literally are only doing 22 instead of, you know, the normal. Yeah, I don't know if this guy has... I don't know if he's set up, honestly, to spot people. So look, some guys have been sitting in the back of the map so long that they're literally full health. That's crazy. It's a strategy, but it's not a good strategy because if you don't actively stop them, you know what I mean? If you don't actively stop people from doing what they do, you're it. So we're gonna go ahead and do some risky stuff because this game is we're actually losing this game. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna try and play. A lot of people ignore this tank. So this guy just yeah, we literally did nothing to him. Like 0. So this is gonna be a really rough one, I was gonna say. Most likely aren't gonna get another shot on anybody. I'm tempted to go back into the spawn, but without eyes, these guys aren't going to be able to do anything. So we just aren't going to like pop out on anybody and just hope that we hit them. You know what I mean? Oh, maybe we will. This guy up here looks like he's going to kill this dude. We should have shots. Shots on the back of this guy. Should have shots on him. We drive up in here. That. Yeah, we're losing this game too. We're just sitting up in here as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Maybe not, maybe not. M3. I don't know if we can hit him while he's moving, but we'll try. Somebody's going to come up in the center. Look at all these guys that are camping over here. So this is a really, if we're spotted, this is a really bad place to go. Seriously, it's a horrific place. But if we get some spots. I don't think we can actually get spots because of bush mechanics. Shit. There we go. We're dead. Wow. Nice. At T27, just like, I don't even know. Stupid. Let's see, I guarantee you what just happened there. That was a bot. He knew we were in there and just came in. And we were in a really bad position. Couldn't spot nobody. It's okay. It's a super uni game. It's another loss, but it's like I said, it's one of the reasons why we stopped playing this game so much. I literally probably going to start doing my daily missions in the morning and occasionally playing with friends, but I'm going to probably stop streaming it altogether. I mean, honestly, I'm not even mad. I'm just telling you guys that it's just after this holiday season, and I put all my Christmas present was to get Christmas boxes. And the moment I did that was the moment I started having the worst damn games I've ever had, to the point where I actually suffered from depression. I was just very upset all the time. And it just got to the point where, you know, like I said, I just like stopped playing competitively. And that says a lot, honestly, that I went from try hard mode to literally just why even bother trying. I'm not in control. When I shoot, my rounds either hit or don't. And that, you know, that determines whether I'm happy or sad. And that's, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say that I don't like anybody having that kind of control on me. You know what I mean? Like, also, when I first started this game, I didn't care about any of that. I didn't care about statistics, and the game was fun. But as soon as I started going, hey, I'm not improving. I'm not improving. Why am I not improving? And why am I so bad in some of these tanks? Can't I improve? And I do all the things that they say to do just to have RNG defeat me. It's like you just can't win. And I'm going to say that having artillery three per game, being bottom tier every single game, and then you look and you go, there's 28,000 people on. Shouldn't the matches be just perfect? Shouldn't you have just straight A games? And then you go, if I'm getting nothing, like 9 days in a row of being bottom tier, is it me? You know, and you start asking questions that normal people would ask. I put money in this game, and that's why I'm being. They know I can't get out of the game, but you can. Seriously, you can just stop playing this game, and they just don't earn any more money. And I just don't understand how they can't sit there and go, they're not making people happy. 3 RD per game. What's up, Mark? Hey, man. What's up, dude? How's it going, man? How's your lady friend doing, man? I don't think I have a I don't think I have a what's it called going. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year to you too, man. You and your lady friend working out, everything all good? All right. I don't even know if I want to even play this, actually. I don't even care about the missions, honestly, just because, I mean, honestly, like I said, you either hit or don't. And so if that's true, you know? Well, lag. There we go. Rid of that. So that was a defeat. That sucked. That's our, like, I just go ahead and say if we look at our today's battles, if you look at what we got here, we got, we've played 4 battles, and then if we look at how many victories, so basically we're at a 50% win rate right now. So pretty much being nerfed or balanced. And I'm going to say when you see stuff like that consistently, so if you see that you have a 50% win rate, then you're basically being balanced by wargaming. I mean, there's no ways about it. If you somehow outplay everybody all the time and start getting like a 62% win rate, you actually get better matches. But you have to outdo the matchmaker, because the matchmaker is going to put you up against tougher opponents the better you do. And I just got to say that unfortunately for me, that's kind of like if you do well, they reward you. If you do bad or have a bad day, then you get punished. And then sometimes you just can't climb out of it. You know what I mean? You just can't climb out of it. I mean, for me to stop playing tier 8, that's a lot. Let me see. Lady friend isn't going so well. But I think I have a new friend, though. So that's good. Nice, man. I think you're right, dude, to not, you know, there's plenty of fish in the sea, you know? Plenty of fish in the sea. For sure. Plenty of fish in the sea and plenty of, opportunity and chance. You know, there's plenty of opportunities and chance out there for you, for everybody. You just got to realize that women don't want what they, you know, not for you, Mark, but for anybody else that might be watching this. Women don't want what they can have. They want what they can't have. So it pretty much says that you know, the whole simp thing is pretty much trying to, I mean, when they put I hate to say it, but I think that a lot of women that use men don't like people using the word simp, because they like those simps giving them all that stuff. And you got to sit there and realize that, you know, if you're going to promote, you're basically promoting a girl that looks good, that's never going to talk to you and never going to give you anything that you're looking for. And you're thinking, oh, if I just impress her, it's like, she needs to be impressing you. You know, and that's the problem. If a girl is unreachable, you just basically disconnect yourself from her. You got to let that shit go. I got to say that, you know, there's so many women. I think we should probably go to the city. There's so many women out there that are so used to guys just basically giving them everything they want. And that's all you got to do if you want to basically become, to have actual girlfriends. You know, not a girlfriend, but girlfriends. So all you got to do is don't take no shit. You know, if she's like, oh, it'd be nice if somebody got the door for me, and be like, oh yeah, it'd be nice if somebody got the door for me. You know what I'm talking about? You basically just do the exact opposite of what they're expecting. Yeah, it'd be nice if you actually talked to me and were nice and did some kind things for me, and be like, yeah, it'd be nice if you did that for me too. Like, you know, I only reciprocate the same stuff I'm receiving, you selfish bitch. You know? There's too much of that going on, and I see it too many guys in high school, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that simp behavior. I know guys that killed themselves, and I'm not saying that as I'm saying it as a warning that, you know, if you basically put all that emotion and all that love into something that you can't have, you choose the wrong person, they ain't gonna give two shits. You know, when they're people that get everything they want, take everything for granted, so you can guarantee that, you know, it's guaranteed part of the equation, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, we're gonna need to load some heat, I think. Actually, this tank's so inaccurate with the standard shell. We're gonna go ahead and stick with the HE. I always forget about the heat shell on this. Has such a bad velocity that it's just bad. But if you use the HE, it's not so hot. It's damage wise if you're shooting armored targets. Okay, Chinu. We're gonna go ahead and cross over. T1 heavy. We might be able to use heat on him. Let's actually see. 102 millimeters. It's just enough to pin him, and we're close enough where we actually might be able to pin him. Go ahead and just get spotted here, but he's using HE. He's using that HE, boy. So I got a 50-50 chance here. Our biggest problem is we just keep getting tracked. There we go. So we did hit him, I think. We did hit him, but it wasn't very good, I'll just say. Yeah, there's too many tanks over here that are, you know, OP. Not watching us. I don't think he noticed how much damage we did with our HE. We're gonna die. Oh no. Ah, it's okay. We did 600. I gotta say that I'm actually kind of tired of this game already. Seriously. You know what I mean? You just get, like I said, if you're a tier 8 trying to make silver and you get 3 tier 10 games in a row, you should just quit the game and don't play it for a couple days. Seriously. There's no reason that the matches should be like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't like it when I'm being fed to a machine, and then that's basically what you see going on. You know what I mean? That's what's going on here with this. Let me get caught up on chat. Yeah, man, I'll keep on looking. She's down to earth, this one. It's why I like her, but I think she thinks she's not good enough. Yeah, you know, that's actually the kind of girls you want to find. I mean, honestly, you want a girl that's kind of like a man, honestly. I mean, I hate to say that, but you want a girl that doesn't have her head up her ass, for one, and isn't, you know, like basically got a silver spoon in her mouth. You know, that's the biggest problem from what I could tell. From when I was a kid, the moment I realized that women just want what they can't have, and that the moment I went, you know, I don't give a shit what this girl gives me. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, like, who cares what you can get from her? And when women, you know that you just don't give her the time of day. Like, I've been in a pool hall. I started chatting with a girl, and she played her little thing, and then I just basically was like, okay, well, yeah, all right. Well, you seem like you're full of yourself. So I went over to and played pool at a different table, and the girl ended up giving me her number. You tell me what's up. Women are looking for guys that, you know, they don't care about anything, but they do care about the fact they don't want any simps. If somebody, it's kind of like this. If you're promoting that, you know that behavior, where it's like, you know, you want to buy a girl or something, and I'm gonna tell you, I did that. So it's not, you know, it's a growing thing. If you've done it, it's not something you look down on yourself and go, oh well, you know. Like, I remember when I did construction, there's a lot of women that were interested in me that I wouldn't even talk to, but the ones I did talk to, I was trying to buy. You know what I mean? I was trying to buy them, pretty much. You know, like taking them out to super fancy restaurants when I really couldn't afford it. You know, stupid stuff like that, which ended up causing me a financial stress. So, but I'll tell you, the moment you just go and shut that down and realize, hey, I'm playing a game I don't want to play. And it's kind of like this. The best way to explain it is, you go to a strip club, all you can do is give the girl money, so she'll give you attention, right? But she's the only one that can touch you, which does teach you something, and that is don't go in for the move like they say. I mean, if a girl's giving you all the signs, then yeah, you should probably try and kiss her. But if she rejects you, end it. Be like, oh wow, I'm not attracted to you anymore, so bye. If you don't involve yourself, but yeah, so if that's what's going on, if you do that, you can get out of it just by it's like, whoa, wait a minute, this girl's not gonna ever give me what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? So why would I want to? You know what I mean? Why would I want to do that? You definitely don't want to give yourself that kind of stuff. You don't want to involve yourself in that stuff. Yeah, simp behavior. I hate to say it, but it probably is what's caused. So I think of it like this: if you were a woman, or say roles were reversed, if women were coming up to you and basically offering you gifts, you'd start thinking you were like God's gift to this planet, and you'd become quite a selfish person. And you would learn really quickly. I mean, intelligent people will manipulate, and I'll just say that's humanity right there. So that's what you're gonna run into. The first thing you're gonna run into is that they're gonna start manipulating. And if you're somebody that can see the manipulation and just go and don't basically allow her to manipulate you, she'll be so confused that it's basically a supply and demand at that point. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Women don't want what they can have. They want what they can't have. So I know a couple of tricks, honestly, that you guys could use, but it's pretty dastardly, I'll say. What I mean is, it's like you basically manipulate them. When they realize they're manipulated, they almost fall in love with you because, the problem is that once you've done that, that girl ain't nothing. You know what I mean? She's a bad person. You don't want to be involved with her at that point. Like if you manipulated her, got what you wanted, you need to get out of there. Otherwise, she's gonna find a way to get back at you. And a lot of women want to fix a guy, and they look for that stuff. If a guy treats them like garbage, they don't understand why that guy's not a simp, and so they're gonna sit there and spend their entire life trying to make you a simp. So I don't know about you, but I don't want to do that. So like me and my wife have like a pretty good agreement going. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm with my wife, is that it's kind of like this. She's actually more like I am, like when I was younger. So I hate to say it, but I'm more in control than I'm basically the roles are reversed here in this relationship, which I don't actually like, and I'm actually trying to show her how to. She never learned that stuff when she was younger. I'm trying to show her like she's not she never fell for that stuff, the simp stuff. She would take the gifts, and I'll say, I hate to say it, but probably gave up, stuff for it, because she felt like that's how she was taught when she was young, that if you get a gift, then you need to reciprocate that. So, whoa, holy shit. I'm gonna die. Oh, got him. I don't know how that happened. I wasn't even paying attention. I was so busy talking about sympatry. Yeah, I gotta say, like, seriously, like, Bella Delphine and stuff like that. A lot of the OnlyFans basically are making that girl rich, and I gotta say that, like, other than seeing maybe some nudes from that girl, that's all you're ever gonna get. I guarantee you, she's got somebody in the background. You know what I mean? All women do. And it could be a woman, it could be a man, it could be both, it could be a manager. You never know. I'm just trying to tell you, like, and so people are giving this money, keeping this person, I'm not saying that, you can't do it. I'm just saying if you do it, you're not going to get anything from it. I was talking about a strip club, right? What's up there, Silver Stone Tree? I remember when when we used to play Minecraft and do Redstone. I don't remember, but is that man? I can't. Is that Redstonery? You just came up with a new account, man. Yeah. So if you go to a strip club, it is hands off. You cannot touch uh, like 5 years ago. Yeah, man, that shit. I actually, God, what was it? I haven't even played Minecraft, the new one, the new updates and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and say with the new slime blocks and all that, it's all cool and all that, but there's really no rewards and there's no money. I hate to say, in spending 6 months making a redstone contraption, showing it to people, just to have like 20 people just basically upload it on their channel and say it's theirs. It's not worth it to me. So I can't bother to do it anymore. I used to play with him too. That's where I got my username from. Oh, okay. Nice, man. I got wrecked in this game. It's okay. We'll try and play another game in it to try and make up for it. But so back to strip clubs. Those women are exactly the same. You know what I mean? Like they are there to basically, they know what they're doing, and you know, any guy in there that thinks that they're gonna sleep with one of them, they're gonna end up paying so much money that you would be better off just going straight to a professional. Just gonna tell you right now, it just because you're not gonna get what you want from it. Seriously. So it's like one of those things. I don't understand why a strip club is even a thing, because I don't want to stare at nude women live. You know what I mean? For money. What's up, Alicia? Tell her I'm streaming. So yeah, you know, that's where I'm actually going with this. Strips have never interested me. Yeah, that's why I sit there and I go, it's basically where sympatry ends. You know, the problem is that there's some dude behind it, you know, that's managing all that stuff. And so in reality, you're looking at this girl, but you're giving all your money to somebody in the background. And that's kind of like, it's just really bad. You know what I'm talking about? It's really bad. It's a really bad thing. Personally, for me, it's a bad thing. So I see that in real life. Like if you go, if you're in high school, you'll see the same thing. You'll see that really. You'll go, God, what is that girl with that guy? He's an asshole. I can guarantee you, he's being an asshole so that he can have that girl. You know, women want Chad. They want a Chad. They don't want a. But you don't have to look great to outsmart somebody. I'll just tell you that right now. I mean, you know what I mean? You don't have to be the best looking or the tallest person. You can actually, like I said, if you aren't reciprocating the attention that they want, then they are most likely going to take a note of you. Seriously, whether you get any action or not, but it'll give you a reputation to where you will eventually get somebody. Maybe somebody likes the guy that she's with, and when you treat her like crap, some other girl's going to be interested in you. Maybe not what you want, but it's what you can get. And I'm going to say, you know, not that I'm some sort of expert. I'm just trying to tell you that, you know, I've seen too many sympatries going on. You know what I mean? There's way too much of that going on these days. And there's a lot of women taking advantage of it. And I mean, I can't blame them. I mean, if I was the same way, if I had like 5 women that were interested in me, constantly giving me gifts and trying to, you know, get in my pants, I'd basically learn to manipulate like the best of them. But, you know, women don't really want that. They do want the attention. They do want the gifts and stuff. I mean, who wants to turn that down? So if you think about it, men are actually creating these monsters. You know what I mean? We're creating we're creating these Bella Delphines. You know what I mean? By wanting something we can't have. And I mean, I'll just tell you, once you get something that you want, who gives a shit about it at that point? I'll tell you right now, if you actually were with Bella Delphine, you'd probably be like, wow, what a stuck-up bitch, you know? Maybe she's a nice person, though, in real life. You never know. She's definitely smart enough. I guarantee you she's gone through university. You can tell by the way she talks. She talks like she's dumb, but you can see behind those eyes that she's thinking a lot more about stuff. The only reason I know that is there's a couple of YouTubers paid her to come onto their stream. So another tier 5 game, huh? Yeah. So if we're going to get a max tier, this is going to be it. We also got some nasty medium tanks that have hella high alpha. But yeah, that's it. Let me see. Mark says, strip clubs have never interested me at all. Been a few. Yeah, I went to some as well. In the past, it was okay, but does nothing for me. Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, look at that and then go home, and then what are you gonna? You pretty much right where you were before. So why even tempt yourself? It makes you feel inferior. If the woman's got so many guys trying to get publicly trying to get there, that like the chances of you getting in there is pretty slim unless you got unless you got something else going on. You know what I mean? But a friend told me he went to a strip club once, and when bent over in front of him, he said she was smiley. That is actually 100% right too. I mean, if you got a girl like that, she's gonna be. I'm just gonna tell you that a lot of women that end up in that trade they've had psychological abuse, really bad. You know what I mean? Or they're very smart. They're very smart people. So either way, I mean, you don't want to mess with them. So just trying to say, just trying to say, I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm just trying to say that you don't want to be involving yourself in that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Let's see what this guy spots. I don't think he's got anything, huh? Nothing, huh? That Lech ain't spot nothing. Smiley, smiley as in stinks. Oh, smelly. Smelly. Wow, man. Yeah. Exactly. Just a straight nastiness. But I can guarantee you that her life story is like this. She basically probably got manipulated by a dude, and then after everything was said and done, she probably ended up with some sort of STD, and then probably messed up her stuff downstairs, and now she feels like she can't be with anybody, which is pretty much the truth, honestly. You know what I mean? That's pretty much that's the real. That's the real right there. And then she ends up being this horribly messed up person because of it. And I guarantee you, it started at home. Abuse. Or worse. I've seen too much of it, honestly, in my life. I mean, I've been in the gutter myself, so I came from a very poor place, so I've seen it. I've also been tempted to take advantage of that kind of stuff, and I never did, thank God, because I don't think I could live with myself knowing that I messed up somebody's life, Does that make any sense? Like, I don't want to be the person that messes somebody up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be responsible and know that I messed somebody's life up because I wanted something from them that I probably shouldn't and couldn't have gotten unless I did something bad to do it. And so I know a lot of people that have done that. You know what I mean? We just really are just having no luck here, huh? Nobody's really pushing anywhere. Nobody's pushing anywhere. That guy's getting shot from over there somewhere. I'm about to try and we got a Excelsior Stug. I don't know if we can actually pin these guys with our heat shell, and if we do, we got to be right up on them, which means we're going to trade some health. But we haven't even landed a shell nor assisted in anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and just YOLO in on this Stug, I think. Oh, there's an Excelsior. Oh, look at that. It's just straight red. Yeah, he's just too thick. He's too chungus. 67, huh? Oh, 67. Look at my barrel. Can't even keep up with the turret. Have you seen the latest update on console? Yeah, dude. I went on there and looked at it, and I was like, so let me get this straight. I have a 21 perk crew that probably took me 5 years of playing. You know what I mean? 5 years. 5 years it took me. 5 years it took me to get get that, and then I can only use 9 of those perks. I was like, they lost me for good. I was waiting for them to do the Xbox Anywhere thing where I could use my Xbox or my computer to play, but it looks like they ain't gonna come through with that, which just makes me go, that's exactly what I expected from Microsoft. If you really want to know, Microsoft pulling some garbage. They say one thing, do another. They realize, hey, we can't make as much money if we don't make it by a console, so we'd rather lose people. I'm just like, that's fine with me, man. My Xbox, the power supply makes it so I can only run it for like maybe an hour, and then I have to wait 2 hours. So in order to get the latest update on there, I had to basically restart it. I'm like, I'm not going to spend the $5 or the $10 to even replace the cable just because, you know, it's going to be like the Xbox 360. They're just going to update it to the point where it breaks, and it's just hilarious. They try to do the same thing with Windows 10. You know, they do these updates that, you know, honestly, you just got to be smarter than them. But yeah, well, we did nothing on that game. We literally had an anti game there. Seriously, we just an anti game. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and use this crew book. Who to use it on though? Use it on them. We use it on our E5 crew, which is our female crews. We could use it on our 57 crew. Yeah, our E3 crew. Yeah. Yeah, I think about these crews too. I'm like, they're getting ready to do some serious nerfs to us. You know, seriously. So I think this one's probably the one that needs it the most. There we go. That'll probably give us the most. I mean, I'm probably never going to play this tank, but I don't even have equipment on it. But, you know, it's really bad on here. Like, you can pin it with standard shells from a tier 8 in that little turret, you know? All right. But yeah, that's my whole thing, you know, you guys. Seriously, that's my whole thing. My whole thing is, like I said, you know, don't you know, if you know, there's a way you can basically get what you want without having to be a simp, you know, and you don't want to, you know, the moment I hear friend, I tell a girl immediately, you know, before I got married, of course, I would tell her immediately. As soon as she put me in the friends, I was like, you know, hey, that's not what I was looking for here. You know, you know, I like a friendship, but I had a relationship in mind, and obviously that's not what you want. So I can't be friends with you because there'll always be conflict of interest. So go fuck yourself. Seriously. Be like, you know, once I realized I wasn't gonna get what I was looking for from it, I was like, well, later. You know, that's how you got to be too. And if you're like, you know, well, maybe if I'm friends long enough, you know, I hate to say it, but that the devil or the disease or whatever you want to call it is always trying to tempt you to be a sucker. You don't want to get played like that. But yeah, if you do the same thing, you know, you go to like I said, a strip club is the perfect place to look and see. Just sit back, don't buy nothing, buy the drink or whatever, and watch and see what happens. So we've gotten nothing but tier 4 games in our last 3 battles, which just tells me I'm right not to play the tier 8 games. We probably would get a good game, maybe 1 or 2, just to keep us playing. But after that, that would be it. So I feel like this. I got like a almost a 4,000 battle or 4,000 damage game yesterday. We won the game too, which is very rare for me, which kept me playing tier 8s at least 5 games. But after that, I just literally didn't do anything. I couldn't land any shots. I was having bad RNG. Then I'd have good RNG, just enough to keep me playing. And I just went, you know what am I doing? I don't want to play this. It's so stupid. You know, it's like, this is the dumbest stuff. You know what I mean? Alright, there's way too many people over here, and there's not enough tanks, so I'm gonna basically hide. I'm gonna hide back here. We do have the coated optics now, so But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's the secret. That's the secret to figuring out a woman is that, you know, they don't want what they can have. They want what they can't have. You know, and unfortunately, that means that a lot of those women are going to be out of the average guy's, you know, thing. And so don't play the game. You know. Look at this guy. He's like straight up red. So I'd have to use APCR. Even that's red. Let's get some proper bush mechanics. I don't even know how that hit. Let's see what he does here. Looks like he's got his buddy coming up. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna basically get out of proxy detection. We've got these two guys over here now. Yeah, there you go. Run right into me, retard. Jeez. They know I'm waiting for them to jump over. He's here. There he is. And we're dead. Our whole tank's dead. Wow. Another shitty game. Well, that's it for me for World of Tanks. We're gonna go ahead and go to Skyrim. I don't even give a shit about it at this point. Like I said, I mean, we're literally playing tier 3s against tier 4s. I can guarantee you that tier 8s is going to be just as fun. 30,000 people online. This is all I can say about it. Bye! You can keep the premium time too, because I'm going to go ahead and say that my plan from here is when I run out of premium time and I don't have any more premium days, is I'm just going to basically only play tier 6 and lower. I'm just going to stop playing. I'm going to go free to play. I heard that tier 7 is the highest you can actually play with free to play, and it's the worst tier to be in because you get more high tiers. So you're better off just playing tier 6s if you're going to do it. Yeah, the friend zone sucks, but she insists that what she wants. I'm just rolling with without interest anything. If she's genuine, then I'm cool. But being her friend, yeah. Like I said, I mean, I wouldn't burn bridges, but I mean, you can also make it clear. You know what I mean? If you are, you know, it just depends on the situation. Obviously, when you're older, obviously, women are actually being truthful. You know, when you're younger, they're, you know, they honestly, you don't want to mess with them until they're older. I mean, I hate to say that, but I would say 30 is where you can actually start to, you know, get girls that I think they realize the errors of their ways, because they get played. You know, they get played because they're using that manipulation. And when a dude realizes, at some point, a man's gonna realize, hey, I'm just playing into this stuff. And when you stop doing it, then the girl gets used. Because I mean, like I said, she's not genuine. She doesn't really like you. She just likes the fact that you don't want nothing from her. So does she really like you for you? And that's why most guys realize if a girl is attracted to you because they don't want to be with you, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to be with them, that's not somebody you want to be with. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to work out. It's just going to be a relationship of being used. But you can get one thing out of it, and that's it. So I think a lot of the new technologies are, you know, like you basically have to say something nice to get a girl to let you. What is it that is it called? Tumblr? I don't know. One of them. You know. there's like 3 places I know that are the worst places you can actually, get stuff like that. And that's one, a bar. Never go there to pick up women. It's just bad. Yeah, pretty horrible. Okay, so World of Tanks is done. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my Skyrim setup. Let me go ahead and just deactivate my camera. Switch over to the old Skyrim. We are not going offline. I'll just do this. Go ahead and fix my camera. Configure video. Yeah, configure video. Lower my brightness level. There we go. Hit OK. And then... And we're back. We don't have any of that stuff here, so... So to kind of go over what I did last night before I actually went to bed, basically what I did yesterday is I uninstalled this and I'm going to go ahead and say that if you guys are trying to use this TMB, CBB body slide, it doesn't work. It only does like 3 armors, and it resets all the other ones to stock unless you do it the way the guy wants to, which is if you don't use his skin that he wants, then don't even bother, getting this. So I'm going to go ahead and say the best thing you could do with this TMB guy is just basically, he knows how to make a good screenshot. That's all I can say. But everything else, like this one says vanilla armor and clothing replacer, it only works if you use his body type. Which I don't want to use his body type. And for him to do that, to lock it in so that you're going to have to make three downloads of his mods. It's hilarious. And he didn't even do a good job on them to begin with. So, yeah, don't use his. I will say that if you're looking for CBB, the best clothing replacers, the best replacers are... I will actually find them here. Just give me a sec. So pretty female idols, no. So I did install these and they do work pretty well, but they have a new one called OSTEM, which uses the original and makes it much better. It makes it a whole playable scene. It even goes into a dark mode and everything. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and then let's see, immersive sounds, conundrum. Let me see. Where are these clothing replacers? The thing I noticed is that they don't actually say that they're replacers, and I think that's where the mod author kind of went. He went off somewhere because people are going to type in replacer, and he needs to put that it's an actual clothing replacer. So I'm really disappointed with the Benjin NPC mod that it's been ported over, but there are no overlays. Like I can't actually use, as far as I can tell, I can't use my pure skin here. I can't use the pure CBB body in 4K resolution. I can't use this body texture with it because it doesn't work. It uses CBBE. Which is a kind of generic if you really want to know skin type. It doesn't get overlaid. There might be a way to do it manually, but that would be a lot of work. So it's like this. You got a pretty face, but the body looks horrible to me. Yeah, there's only like one mod author I know of, but it's actually called. Let me actually find it on here. Let's. I think we could do this. We can go to body, face, and hair, maybe. Like the Benjin AIO says it's for face and hair, but if we go to it, go ahead and show you. So, like, if you look at these pictures, this is from Skyrim LE. It's not from the current. You know what I mean? Because the skin type you're looking at, that's not real. So, the requirements are to have all of these things. It even says that you should have this one. These are all replacers that he personally made. But as far as finding, like, you look, you got the Benjen all-in-one hair fix, which we could probably get, or hair physics. The UMP Never Nude patch. You have translated into different ones. You got the MFBO. I don't know what that is. Swapping special specific NPCs and female default nude body to CBB 3BB with body slide. I think this is just we could check it out, but I'm gonna go and say we have this one too. We don't have Requiem patches for this. I'm gonna say we probably don't need that, but let me check to make sure this isn't yeah, there's no pictures. So we got, I don't know what MFBO stands for. I've created a software to help me generate body slide files. You can look at the source code and follow the updates here. I make updates very often. Introduction to it. Hello, I am whoever, and welcome to follower body overhaul mod page. Do not forget to click track. See, quick explanation. The mod is a compilation of body slides files specifically created for some female NPCs, female followers, and female follower packs. Thanks to those provided files, you will be able to patch through the body slide software CBBBE 3BB 3BA nude body instead of the default nude body that will come this mod. So we can basically, I'm assuming we can use this mod to change the body type to this one. So let's see what he's got here. This is the latest, which was done on the 10th. Was that today? And he does update frequently. Main files, and it's actually quite small. It looks like this might be a 3-part thing. So we got follower body overhaul. We got follower body overhaul 4.2. Faux mod for FMB. I kind of wish that they had the skin I'm using and I could just overlay it. Let me see. Let me see. See. I've always struggled to hit my shots through bushes. Yeah, it seems like they miss. Seems like they miss more. I think what it is, you can't see the trace around, and so you can't correct for your shot, so you end up missing a lot of shots. Is what's going on there. Let me see. I might play Farming Simulator again. Problem is, I play it so much, I'll probably get bored after 30 seconds. Yeah, you know, that's why I actually do this one. I mean, I'm not really doing a whole lot of playing. We're just doing a whole lot of modding, so it's just fun to think about. And try and, you know, like, not all these are going to work. So, you know, we can do a lot of stuff. All right, so we're going to have to look at this guy's directions, but it looks to me like you got 54 and you got 200. So this one basically looks like, take this file if you have fast internet connection, uncompressed mod image, info mod. Take this file if you have a slow internet. Take this file if you have a slow internet connection, compressed mods, so on. Right? And he just keeps going with it. And see here. Take this file if you have fast internet. Doesn't really say what it does though. It just says follower body overhaul. No pictures, so description is where we need to go. Requirements are, let's see here. I don't even see the Benjen wives on here. I do know that this body type is really hard to maintain. I don't know why he would use it. It's like the breasts look the most realistic bouncing you'll get, but I'm I'm not actually seeing it on here. I'm not actually seeing the Benjamin wives. You think it'd be right on the top, but go ahead and say. Let me see. Would you ever consider getting Flight Simulator? Probably not. Honestly, my dad really likes Flight Simulator. You know what I mean? I'm just not myself into planes. Honestly, I think flying is crazy, but you know, minimum requirements: CBB, 3BB, and all its requirements. Body, slide, and outfit studio. So we wouldn't be able to use this mod unless we actually had that. I'm pretty sure that if it's just doing the followers, we could probably try it out and see what happens. I'm kind of, interested. Let's go ahead and wait a minute. Let's actually not do that one. Let's do the one that says, because we actually have a decent internet. I mean, it's not like super fast, but we'll at least check it out. All-in-one Benjamin all-in-one hair physics patch. I don't think I really care about physics, honestly, for hair. Seriously, I don't think it really matters. If it did it for, like I said, we need to find a Benjamin all-in-one specific mod for special edition that actually, gives us the body type we actually want, which is just the CBB body, but we need to basically have the upgraded textures is our problem. So when we look at it, AI overhaul, this one basically, I guess it probably makes the AI a little bit better. But yeah, this one looks to me like it just basically makes the file. It just makes it so you don't have 3 ESMs in your thing, which doesn't really matter, honestly. So, but we do need to find some sort of, I'm going to say we honestly need to try and find a texture replacer for it. For the Benjamin wives. So let me see. Whoop. Let's see here. Skyrim Special Edition, Benjamin wives. See. I guess I could do texture overhaul. Okay, so this is the same one we've seen, but it pretty much, I think it's the same one I already have, but let me look at it to make sure it's not an adult one, so. Yeah, it just says, it says it makes the skin better. You know what I mean? Make the skin better, but it says we already got it, so I could try it. We could try it. I think I already have it, but we'll get it anyway. Yeah, it's going to take a while for that to download. So this one says we're going to basically just hold off on it. Get rid of that. We're going to hold off on that. So that's one we found. There's not very many. Like I said, I would like to replace it with the one I have. Salt and wind textures. I'm going to say that sounds pretty salty. Benjamin family salt and wind texture SE. Yeah, they look almost... Yeah, I can't tell the difference, honestly. Yeah, I don't know what it does, but... It might look better than what we have. It does say it's CBB, but... Textures for all mods by... somebody named IVIICHAELxx. Installer, see changelog. Benjamin War Maiden's alternative face... Salt and Wind SD. Okay, so it changes the faces a little. We don't want to do that. Let me see what else is going on, Mark. Let me see. I have to get up in 7 hours. I'll catch you soon, Michael. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. You too, man. Nice to talk to you, Mark. Happy New Year, man. And thanks for talking Silver Stonetry. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go ahead and say we're not gonna find a very good overhaul from what I can tell. I have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it myself. I guess I could do Engine Wives, how to make skin same as my character. How to use the character model. That's quite a tutorial this guy's got. I've used alternate actors in the past. It lets you become the NPC, so you can use race menu to save the presets. That's if you want to change that, but I want to change the actual skin of the character. This one says how to use the character models for your player character. That's not what we want to do. Let me see here. How do I customize individual Benjin characters? Let me see. So somebody put, how do I customize individual characters? Let's say I want Yosilda to be shaven and young looking with fair skin, while Timba to be unshaven with mature skin, for example. From memory, the Benjin mod creates 2 or 3 bodies that point to different textures and then assign each character to one of them. If you want one specific character to have different textures to everyone else, you have to manually edit the ESP, create a new body like those already included, point it to the texture you want and use them, assign them to the character. That seems awfully difficult. That's what I was afraid to hear. I have no experience with those tools, blah blah blah. Here's a guy that's got a thing. RX mods has Benjin presets are amazing, but the mods are something created, especially when you look at the texture path on the NPCs that were edited. Some have their face textures go on one folder. Others have their face textures go in the other individual folder. Then half of them have their body textures go in another folder, whereas the others half have their body textures go into the sound, our second thing, and finally there's another 2 or 3 girls who have their body textures go into a third folder, in the whatever in terms of what the F, dude. Do yourself a favor, save your tons of headaches and use test edit to change the hand and body texture path to the preferred folders section. I personally changed the Benjin Wives girls to have her textures go to her own individual folder. It's pretty self-explanatory once you open up the Benjin Wives plugin and test edit. I actually don't know how to do this. He's got quite a nice tutorial going here, though, about it. It looks like something I could try this evening. You just literally change the locations, but it seems like an awful lot of work for it. Just gonna go ahead and say, considering all I want to do is use the pure body textures. Yeah, it's pure body texture. Where is it? Should be right here. Maybe it's down lower. Oh, it's the pure. So yeah, I would like to change the Benjin Wives to the pure CMB textures, just because they're set up for the special skin type we're using. Okay. All right, let me see. Okay, so I think we can mess around with some of the CBB body types. So it should be under CBB or... Yeah, we tried this skin and I didn't like it. I thought it was kind of... Yeah. Let's see here. We got the old HD physics. And then this one says the MFBO swapper specific NPCs or so on. Now, I'm going to see what happens when we install. I just want to see what options it gives us. I may actually have to switch this too because the faux mod might actually be improper. So it says, thanks for downloading the mod. Basic setup. Let's see. Let me see. So it's basically telling me which body am I going to be using. I don't have any of these. You see. This one says, choose the body type and version corresponding to what you currently have installed. None of these are the ones I have installed, but I'll go ahead and pick the most up-to-date one. We'll see what happens when we install it. So all that we have is the Benjen wives. We don't have any of the other ones, but yeah, we just have the Benjen. There's so many other ones we have. So Benjen, War Maidens, and then we got alternative versions. You might want to check that out too. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and say we don't have any of those either. We don't have any of those followed. Dang, this one has a pretty thorough. People really like that skin type. I'm gonna go ahead and say, but I'm hoping all that it does is it just changes the NPCs, and that's what it says. So I'm hoping it just changes the NPC bodies, not my own character. But we'll be able to tell right away when we start the game. For those of you watching, okay. Some of these mods straight break stuff. You have to be super careful. You know? So yeah, World of Tanks really taking a back seat, and it's just getting worse for me, honestly. I have one bad game, and that's it for me. I just stopped playing. So I'm just gonna say eventually I'm just gonna stop playing the game. I have more fun doing what we're doing right now and streaming this, and I would say that I'd rather do a playthrough streaming about Skyrim and showing people some of the stuff I've learned rather than, you know, anything else. Okay, so my character, I'm going to have to check my character, but let's check out Gilsilda here. Let's see what's up with her.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
Her skin definitely looks better, but look at her hand seams. They're busted. So that says that it's the wrong type of body.
As you say.
They say there's nothing a Nord woman can't do.
Yeah. So that body type doesn't match. So what I can actually do is check my character to see if it's been influenced by taking off the gauntlet.
Strange elders.
You can't actually see, unfortunately.
Nope.
Let me switch to this.
No elven spices.
So my character herself has not been changed.
You're not fooling anyone.
Yeah. My character's the same, but it looks to me... You know what I forgot to do? I'm pretty sure that this music's copyrighted. I'm gonna go ahead and change that. I'm just gonna mute it just for a second because we're only checking this for 1 sec. So the elderly skin is the same. So it looks like the only people that were messed with is actually Yosilda, and it's only her hands. So it basically means the Benjen wives are all the wrong type of character. So we're just gonna exit out. We're gonna go ahead and exit without saving. I'm gonna go ahead and take that mod and undo it. So we don't really, I don't even think it helped, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that we had the same problem before because the skin the Benjen Wives is using doesn't match the skin we're using. It's very weird. Let's go ahead and see. The skin we're using is a CBB, so we should be able to use the CBB textures that we downloaded. I think we downloaded. I can't seem to find it though. Yeah, here it is. Benjen skin CBB, and this one should give us texture. I don't know. I have a feeling we're gonna go ahead and just keep it stock. Muscular, curvy. Let's go ahead and go. We'll keep in the 2K. I don't think. Well, we can go 4K. It doesn't matter. Default no moles. Realistic. Realistic no moles. Realistic moles. There we go. So this should give us, the same thing. So vampire head diffusal. I don't know if we want to use that or not. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't think vampires would have any kind of moles at all. So we're just gonna go ahead and just keep it to default. Alternative for Nord. This will give the alternative head normal map only Nord race. So I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll just use this. We'll go ahead and say wet. I like the skin to look wet. We have this one as well, which basically dark red textures or black textures. I'm gonna go ahead and just make it dark red. Default recommended. Okay. We'll go ahead and keep it like this. I think I've already used this mod, honestly. I think I've used it and it I couldn't see a difference, but so it looks like this affects a lot of stuff. So we actually would want this to come after the CBB. We want this to come before this though. We don't want it to overlay over that. We don't want to change our character because it looks fine. And then we were going to say we want this to come before that. So the physics pack for this, I don't think it's going to matter, but we will lose physics if we do it. So we definitely want it to come before. I think that's it. I think we got everything sorted. Let's go ahead and hit save. Hopefully we don't have any circling things where one's exiting out another, which just does a loop of endlessness. So let's check this out. It should, I'm hoping it fixes the Benjen wives themselves, because honestly, that's the only characters we have a problem with. So I might have to follow that guy's tutorial tonight and spend 8 hours probably doing that. I sit there and I go, I could just be playing LE, the Skyrim LE original. Okay, let's go ahead and run it again. I also need to fix. I need to fix this thing so that it's running in 144 hertz. And that way it's the same as my monitor, because it always does a black screen, even though it's technically the same. So I think if I ran none, like 0, like see when I click it, it does a black screen and lags my whole computer. So basically the limiter, we can just get rid of it. I mean, it's not even on actually. So we have the engine with a VSync on, which should be making us in VSync. So we can leave that. The limiter doesn't need to be on because we're using VSync. So, all right. I think we started the right game. Hopefully. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and check out Yosilda. Her hand seams are still messed up. So what this basically means is that the clothing has the wrong skin. So that sucks. Let's go ahead and find some other female NPCs. I'm going to go ahead and check my character too to see Because we just did a we just did yeah um we just did find a mod that works for our skin, but does not do anything for um the NPCs, which sucks. I mean, it sucks seeing that right there, that the hands don't match. See here. Okay, so we got Skyrim music playing. I'm pretty sure that's going to get us copyrighted, so I'm probably going to end up having to do this stream again. Oh, that's right. I turned the music off. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this stuff back on. We can also try the miner clothing. Okay, miner clothing. You can see that the feet are just totally not patched properly at all. Let's see here if we take off the, yeah, that is really weird that it's not patched. Let's try this again. Yeah, that's weird. Look at that. Also, I'm going to go ahead and say that the entire engine that we're using to make ourselves run and stuff, it's all been reset, so that's not good. Look at that. Yeah, so I noticed that on my character and only my character that there's something up with some of these armors that make your stomach move all weird like that. It's very strange. But we're gonna go ahead and just use. It doesn't really matter. We're not gonna save anyway. We're just gonna quit. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that obviously those textures don't work. I'm pretty sure if we took the armor off, and changed it back to the original armor, then it would probably look fine. But I think for right now we're kind of screwed. As far as the NPCs go, I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's an awful lot of work we're talking about doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and just uninstall this since it's not actually doing anything. We'll keep it though. Like I said, it's actually the armor mods we're using for this. So let me see, armor. So these are the ones that I would definitely recommend. The problem I'm finding here with this one, the CBB Spice Gear SE Physics Pack, unfortunately, actually we can do armor and we can add in clothing. So these two packs are great, but they are basically designed for whoever made its specific body type. But these are two of the best. They replace every outfit and it adds physics to them, which saves me a lot of time. So if it's just the hand seams that are messed up, then that's fine. But if we look at the requirements, it just says these are optional. You don't have to install this mod, but if there are problems happening on whatever's outfits, please install this mod. So it's something, I don't even have this mod. We have not safe for not safe for work wench corset. Open that up in a different one. We'll check it out. See what's up. It's basically just a corset. That's it too. It's just a corset. Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't say. He just says he uses the CBBE, and that's what I'm using. So why are the hands not matching up? Is the question. I would say that maybe when they converted over the Benjamin wives, that they did something. I'm tempted, like I said, to follow that tutorial we've seen. I don't want to lose that tutorial. Let me see. Go to history, and then we can look at. See. Actually, I think it was this one. Let's see. That's not it. How How to customize individuals. This is it right here. This guy does this whole tutorial on how to basically just change the skin itself using edit. So yeah, it looks super simple and easy. I'd like to do it on here, but I think I might bust something. um, but I'm pretty sure if we do it, even if we do it, it's still not going to. It's going to have the same weird stuff we're having with the actual my character. So unfortunately, we're going to have to basically change the. I'm not going to. I don't want to edit every single skin in the game, obviously. So it's probably much easier to leave it. Seriously, just leave it as is. We might be able to get an editor and add like say gloves onto some of the characters to make them. Because I can tell you right now, they don't look like that if they aren't wearing the outfits that they're using. So it's pretty much just the outfits that are messed up. So yeah, I don't know why they would do that, but yeah. So we tried this. And it only works for that body type, which we might try, but I'm going to go ahead and say that it doesn't really matter if the outfit's not the same. So we'd have to change all our outfits to the 3BB body, and it just, like I said, it's become a point where it's like that would be great, but it also would be terrible. So I don't know which one is better. I might be able to find something. We can also switch back over to U and P, which is the one I have for Skyrim. I use UU and P. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it for today's stream. My sister called, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it early today. I think probably end up playing some more tonight. I might go stream on Twitch a little bit, but other than that, I'll see you guys probably next Thursday or Friday. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.